Dang. I was just live, y'all, and my phone got too hot because I'm sitting in the car and it's really hot. I'm in Atlanta and it's 86 degrees out here. And it was facing towards the sun. That's pretty much what was going on. So it ended up getting really hot. I hope this AC isn't too much for y'all. Let me put the ones up. I had it down because I didn't want to have to put the car on for it. Joshua, oh my God, you're first again. That's amazing. You must have your notifications on, period to you. Period, poo. Hey, Tiff, what's going on? Hey, Joshua, thanks again. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for coming in. Elevated, what's poppin'? I was just on live, but my phone freaking overheated, so I had to. It cut off. It cut my live off. So I'm back. Make sure y'all liking the live for me, y'all. But yeah, so I was actually talking about Diddy's case, and a lot of people just now we was in the middle of a conversation. A lot of people were saying that they think that Diddy is going to go to jail, but they also think that he's going to be pardoned by President Trump. And President Trump himself said that he's going to pardon Diddy. So honestly, what I think is going to happen is, well, I think what is happening right now, and the reason why it's like, the reason why I think the prosecute is doing everything that they're doing is because they know that Diddy's not going to stay in jail for a very long time if he goes to jail. You know what I'm saying? So I believe, and this is just my opinion, I believe that the prosecute is literally just doing a assassination or a character assassination to Diddy because that will slow down opportunities to come in the future. It will slow down people wanting to work with him. So they are trying to assassinate his character. And I believe that's exactly what's going on because they are trying to put him in jail for drug trafficking and um, sex trafficking. And I believe that he could possibly go to jail for that. But at the same time, most of the people that have been involved with him doing it, they kind of wanted to do it at first. And none of them ever actually stopped to think to themselves, like, why should I like continue to do this? They all not, don't get me wrong, they did think that. They did think that they should stop and they should just not carry on doing it. But let's be real. None of them actually wanted to leave. Cassie, she wanted to leave, but every time she tried to leave, Diddy did call her back or get his security to actually like bring her back and stuff like that. Hey, Rohit, how you doing, love? Hey, everybody, thank y'all so much for stopping in. Please make sure to like the live. So when I tell y'all that I really think that the prosecute is trying to assassinate his character so he's not able to work with any other company when he gets out, or it just like will damage his money or whatever, I think that's exactly what's going on. And maybe even I just want to see like how everything else is going to go because y'all know I think this is only what, week 3, I believe. I think this is only week 3. Hey, what's going on? Is it Amelia? I think if I said it wrong, I'm so sorry. But hey, love, thank you for coming in. Hey, Fee, thank you for coming back, girl. But yeah, so that's how I feel. Sophie, I was saying that I think the prosecute basically, I don't think they're gonna really be able to really do much when it comes to Diddy because of how powerful he is, because of the money that he has and the people he's connected to or was connected to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. It seems like everybody is trying to distance themselves from them. They've been trying to distance themselves from him because they don't want to be pulled down. Because all of them, all these celebrities and stuff, they all have been in the same like space and doing the same thing that Diddy has been doing. You know what I'm saying? Majority of them. So it only makes sense for them to want to distance themselves because they easily can also be they can also go down the same rabbit hole. And none of them really want to be able to do that. But it's true that they can. There's a lot of celebrities that have been called out for certain things. A lot of these celebrities were on the list, and a lot of these people that didn't even make it to the list were supposed to be on the list and just paid their way out of it. So, yeah, America really is the type of place that if you have the money, you can do whatever you want to dang there because you could just pay your way out or pay your way in or pay your way whatever as long as you're able to pay. And I think that is so wild to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do believe that the prosecutor knows that they're not going to be able to keep Diddy in jail. And I actually do think that the prosecutor, since they know that they aren't going to be able to keep him in jail if they get him in jail, since they know that that is going to be something that can happen, especially since Trump already said, "Hey TFV, how you doing? Please make sure to like the live and subscribe if you ain't subscribed, hun." I believe that since Donald Trump already literally said that he's going to pardon Diddy if he goes to jail, the prosecutor is just trying to assassinate his character so that he won't have the same like love to the industry and to the people that can pay him money and all of that. Because y'all know how it is when you won't be able to like promote certain things because of what's attached to your name, and you won't be able to make the kind of money because of what's attached to your name. You can still make money, don't get me wrong, because I'm pretty sure he still has like businesses that he can do. I'm not really talking about the liquor, but to be honest, I feel like people are still buying all of the liquor that he had before. I feel like people are still drinking Deleon. I feel like people are still drinking whatever that other thing is, the Ciroc. I feel like people are still drinking all of that. So, and I didn't hear anything about like those businesses, I don't believe, but I don't think I heard anything about those businesses separating from him. I don't know if they're his company directly, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't hear anything like that. So maybe he's still like that money is still coming in. And I honestly do feel like people are still buying those bottles. You know, so I feel like even if he comes out and he's not able to work with certain people or make the exact money that he made because some things ain't coming in no more, he's not doing certain things, he's definitely still going to be able to live the life that he wants to live. He's definitely still going to be able to still bring in the money that he wants to bring in. It probably won't be as much, but you know, he still has connections. So certain people can be like the main person and he can just be like the co-person and still make the money he need to make. It's so crazy how like this world, especially in America, it really is like if like it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? And who he is, he's a celebrity, a big time celebrity. You know what I'm saying? And even if this situation happens to him, he's still gonna be able to end up on top because of the people that he know and what he can say. Just imagine. He's been in the room with so many other people. Hey, Jawad Sad, how are you, hun? Please make sure to like the live for me. And if you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe, hun. But yeah, I think that is really, really crazy that all of that, you know, all of that happened. I think that is wild. For real, for real. Mm-mm. It's crazy to me. Fee, what you doing, girl? You at home? Yeah. It's so insane to me. I don't really know how to even feel about it for real. Oh, I'm doing wonderful, love. I appreciate you for asking. It's hot right now. It's literally 86 degrees. Oh, you're home and you're juicing. Do you want to come on live with me? What are you juicing, girl? I know whatever you're juicing, it must be good. Probably has some real good fruits over there. I'm pretty sure you probably got some crabs in your freezer. Chilling. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me see if I can send you the link. Okay, hold on real quick, y'all. Child, that was real fast. Hey,
Hey,
girl. Why am
hey
I not
girl, what's
showing?
going on?
Hold on, let me
Oh no.
this out and come back. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Hey, hey
I am
girl.
amazing. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just over here juicing my I got some cucumbers, some celery, some carrots, some
Oh,
apples. That's what I
ooh,
made so far. And I also put a lime in there, but I didn't have any ginger, so I
ooh,
need to
it
go
looks
back.
good.
And I
It
got a
looks like
pineapple
it's
over
gonna
there.
taste good too.
It
Oh, that's a
normally
nice,
does.
fancy looking juicer.
Mhm. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am. You got on your smock. You just got done doing nails.
Yeah. Hey, honey.
Okay,
I just got done doing nails, huh?
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, honey.
Yes, I have my nail stuff in the back here.
Okay,
It's my pedicure bowl, my little heating towel, and then everything else is in the trunk. So, yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your hair is looking like real full,
Okay.
like you just washed it or something.
Girl. Okay, honey, take care. Quick shout out to y'all and everybody in the chat. I appreciate you, love.
Okay.
Enjoy your day.
See you later,
Yes.
honey.
I know. But girl, okay, so how do you feel? Okay, so let me ask you some questions about this Diddy trial, right?
Okay.
So, okay, so first off, have you been like keeping up or have you been just paying attention to like anything when it
I
comes
just
to
been
it?
paying. I've been listening. I've been listening to what other people have said, and then I was following this channel that somebody put me on to it. So the last thing I saw, and see, I didn't know if this stuff was for
Hey,
real. That
Tiff.
Usher was on the stand and was telling,
No.
that wasn't
Yeah,
real.
no. No, Usher
Okay.
never got on the stand. Yeah, he never got
Okay.
on the
So
stand. The only male celebrity that's gotten on the stand was Kid Cudi. And that's because he was subpoenaed to be on the stand because Diddy had blew up his car. And it also
yeah,
was
I
in
remember. I
connection
heard
with
that.
Cassie. So
Hmm.
yeah. Mhm. Okay,
And
so
then I
let
heard
me
she
ask
had
you,
her baby. Go ahead.
hold on, wait, what?
I heard Cassie had her baby like during the trial.
Honestly, I don't think she had her baby yet. But it
Okay.
wasn't during the trial. She was able to do the entire trial. I think she was on stand for a week and a half, and then she was done. So she didn't have her
Okay.
baby on. Yeah, girl,
Okay.
people are gonna say all type of different things, child.
Baby, and you don't know
Yeah,
what to believe and know what not to believe. But go ahead
yeah,
with your
girl.
question.
Yeah, no. So, okay. So, the first question I want to ask you is do you think that Diddy is going to a boy? Oh, yeah, she had her baby. Oh, so she had her baby already. Okay. But she didn't
Okay.
have her baby while she was on the stand. So, it had to have been
Right.
like after she was done, then she had her baby. Yeah, so
Hmm.
but I'm glad she had a boy. That's amazing. I think it's so crazy that she like, I'm not gonna say I think it's crazy. It is people love who they love. I just think that
Hmm.
it kind of just shows everything that kind of happened to her because I'm gonna get into that after I ask you these questions, child. Okay, so do you think that P Diddy, Sean John, Love, Bad Boy, you know what I'm saying, is going to go to jail?
In all honesty, no. But do I think he should? Yes. I don't think they have enough evidence. Like, I don't know, like, what crime are they saying that he committed? Like, because Cassie was his girlfriend. What you do
Hmm.
with your girlfriend, um, is probably y'all business, but on the part of, I think they could get him for domestic violence, but that would be the
Hmm.
most. What else are you gonna get him from? You cannot. There's no law with how many bottles of baby oil you can have. I mean,
Exactly.
they saying stuff about trafficking and money laundering. I can see something, but what? Who are you trafficking? Like, was it young girls or something? I just don't think they have enough evidence to put him away. Now, to get him on some minor stuff, yeah, like they said, all the racketeering stuff. I don't know, but I just feel like that personally, I don't feel like from what I've seen, like I said, I haven't followed it closely, but I don't think they have enough evidence to convict him.
Yeah. So Tiff had just posted this. She said Cassie and her husband Alex, they just welcomed their third child, a baby boy, on May 27th, 2025 in New York City, just 2 weeks after she testified. So yeah, I knew it was gonna be after she testified because she was able to be on the stand the entire time until she was done. So I knew it
Hmm.
had to have been after for sure. But I'm happy she was able to have her baby safely. I
Yes,
hope
me too.
that she's able to find some type of peace, with everything that's been going on, because it's definitely a lot that she had to indwell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that is really crazy to like know that there's people out here that are living this really luxury lifestyle. There's people that look at certain people and wish they can be in their shoes, and they don't even know what type of shoes these
What
people
type
are
of
wearing.
hell they going through?
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy. Okay, so my second question to you about the case is, do you think that anybody else that's a celebrity on like Diddy status will be like um someone that will pretty much be in Diddy's seat?
Yes. I'm gonna say TD Jakes because, like, why did you step down,
Oh,
sir? Like, why did you give the church to your daughter? Like, if it was
child, I
health
was saying the
reasons,
same thing.
yeah, like, why did you step down? Because I feel like if it was health reasons, that Sunday you passed out, the next Sunday, I feel like you would probably step down then. I feel like stuff started getting hot and allegations started flying, and hey, people started sniffing around, and he got scared. And yeah, he didn't want the church to get the humiliation, so he stepped down. But yes, I feel like TD Jake some way is gonna be brought into it. I
I
really
feel like
do.
he most definitely is. I honestly do feel like he was probably at these parties, at these
Party,
freak offs with him in the
definitely.
beginning before it turned into something that was just like, hey Bambi, how you
Mm-hmm.
doing, love? I feel like, child, it's a whole lot. I ain't gonna hold
Hey,
you.
Brandy.
Okay.
Right.
Well, my next question for you here is, do you think that Jane Doe, I don't know if you're this far into it. Have you heard of Jane Doe and her story that she's been saying?
No, I just know that there is a Jane Doe and people trying to figure out who she is.
Well,
That's
people
the
already actually have found out who she is, but people are not allowed to say who she is. But yeah,
why.
yeah, people already found out because when she had testified in the very beginning, when she first started testifying, she had said some very explicit things that made it extremely obvious to who she
Who
is,
she was. Uh-huh.
because yeah, because of what she had said. She had basically said that Diddy doesn't like her baby father. And that made it completely obvious to who this person is.
So I'm gonna speculate. Do you mind if I say who I think it is? Like I
You
don't
can
know
say
the
his name.
lady's name, but I'm gonna say I think the baby father is 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah,
50
and that's
Cent baby
exactly
mama.
what
Okay.
Tiff said too. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And yeah, Diddy's still paying her rent. And it's crazy because Diddy is also paying for her lawyer. And that doesn't make any sense to me, because why would Diddy be
I
paying for her lawyer if she's pretty much on the prosecute side? The prosecute brought her in as a witness against Diddy, and he's paying for her lawyer. That don't make
Girl,
no
y'all
sense.
telling me stuff I ain't even know nothing about. I ain't know Nathaniel about that. Like, I
Yeah,
ain't know he was
you
paying
are,
the baby mama
girl.
rent.
I heard you say that word on your live last night, and I was cracking up. I was like, "How? Hold on, wait. How you say it? How you say it again?"
Baby, ain't nobody told me Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Yeah. So it's
Nathaniel.
like Nathan with the ARD on the end.
Nathaniel. I like that.
Yes. Yes,
I like
baby.
it when
Ain't
people
nobody
have their own style. So we're gonna know you for definitely saying Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Yes. Ain't
That is
nobody told me
so funny to me,
Nathaniel.
child. I ain't gonna hold you. I should have put all my
Yes.
little different hashtags on here and everything so this video can get pushed out a little bit
I
more, but I was
love to
trying to hurry
use
up
your
and get up on
I ain't
here.
gonna hold you.
Oh, you know how I am, girl. Everybody know that I be saying I ain't gonna hold you. Period. Yeah,
Right.
period. Yeah. And I wasn't even trying to say period. Period just comes out so natural to me. That's why it's
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
now I've been saying
But
period for a long
oh,
time. Like
oh yes, girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, you know what I'm saying. Child. Oh, child. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just me right there. That's me
It
right there. That's
definitely
me right there. Okay, so the next question that I have for you here is, I'm over here talking like we on 20 questions with Jay Child.
is.
So okay, so the next question I want to ask you is, do you think that do you think that if Diddy was to not go to jail, that certain people would possibly come up missing?
Yes, or die. Like
Which is
to
really
be,
insane to me.
yes, it's crazy,
Hey,
but yeah,
Busy.
because I'm still. You can't tell me he didn't kill or had something to do with Kim Porter's death.
Girl,
So
I was
yeah,
about to say the same thing. I honestly do think, and that's why people were saying Kim Porter is speaking from the grave. I don't know what they were saying that for actually, but I think that is really, really crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the guy is dangerous. He is dangerous, and he's been shown that he's dangerous. And he don't have
yeah,
a problem beating on a girl. He will, if you hit him, he gonna hit you, and he gonna hit you with the strength that he want to. So if you gonna hit him, you better hit him for real because he's gonna hit you for real. And most people, I feel like when they hit a guy, they probably ain't really hitting. Stash, what's good, hun? I feel like they ain't
Stash
really
was
hitting
good.
for real, but they don't know that this man gonna knock you out. He gonna knock you out. He gonna knock you out. It's crazy to me how like when they described him beating on Cassie, so there was, I don't remember the woman's name. Maybe some of y'all in the comments do. But this one woman, she had worked for Diddy and she had to take the stand as well to testify. She was pretty much saying in her testify when she was testifying that so first off, this woman, just to tell y'all, she was an assistant, then she became like a manager of some department in his thing and all of that. Hey, what's going on, Terry? And she did a whole bunch of things. She had so many different positions that she ended up doing while she was working for Diddy. But one part of the thing in particular had to do with when she had to take Cassie to Diddy, because I don't remember where they had went to. I don't know if it was at Kid Cudi's house or what. I don't remember. I don't remember where they were, but Diddy had called her and told her to bring Cassie back to him, and she did. And as soon as they opened the door, no, Diddy opened the door. I guess they rang the doorbell or something, and Diddy opened the door, and he just started kicking her. Like he just started like karate kicking her, like kicking her to the point that it was just like she was like aching and they were scared that she was going to die. You know what I'm saying? So Diddy told the other girl that she should go home and he was still beating on Cassie while she was leaving. And he took her car from her. He took the car from the other girl. So she had to walk home from Diddy's house. So she probably stayed in like not the same neighborhood because, you know, Diddy stayed in a really rich neighborhood, but she probably stayed somewhere around there or something because I don't know. But while she was walking home, she called Cassie's mom and she told Cassie's mom that Diddy was beating her and that she can't call the police, but that Cassie's mom can. So she told Cassie's mom, I can't call the police, but you can. And Diddy is beating your daughter, like beating your daughter. Can you imagine? Because she has seen Diddy beat this girl multiple times. But for you to have to actually call the mom and tell the mom that your daughter is getting beat before she died, type thing, she was getting beat real bad. And she was still getting beat while she was like walking off into the distance, the far distance. I think that is so insane to me.
That is
Like,
crazy. But we would have kicked
absolutely
Diddy.
insane.
Me and my daughter would have kicked Diddy butt together. Like, yeah, I
But
don't know
y'all
what to
have
tell
to remember
nobody.
that he's a man and a big, strong
Yeah.
man at that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So and that's so crazy to me because I remember when he was on the forum and we was just talking about this, not deep into conversation, but we kind of talked about it on Supreme Live. I was like, Diddy was on the floor or whatever. Mama took a bag. Mom took a bag. Well, she got money too. Is that what you're saying? I
Yeah, I
wouldn't be
see. I didn't.
surprised if she did.
Not that I didn't know.
I ain't know nothing about that either. But strong woman, weak mind. Oh, strong man, weak mind. Child. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I
Okay.
can really hate Corey. I don't really know if I can actually call him weak minded
Hey,
because he's
Corey.
he's really really smart. He's just the money kind of messes with your brain. You know what I'm saying? The money messes with people's brain. When you
And
get
probably
money, you act
drugs.
different and all type of different stuff. People when they get money, money makes them different. I ain't gonna hold you. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Because you can
and
know
drugs.
somebody. Hmm?
And drugs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
drugs. Yeah. And drugs. That's for
Hmm.
sure. You can know somebody, and when they actually start making money for real, you ain't even gonna know them no more because they like some people when they get money, they look at anybody around them in disgust because they're like, why don't you get your money up or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So we just really talking, Corey. I was talking about this whole Diddy trial, and I was asking Fee some questions that I wanted to just hear her opinion on basically, you know what I'm saying? If in hun if in was Diddy oh wait, oh okay. We talking about yeah, we talking about Diddy girl, we talking about Diddy, we talking about Diddy. P Diddy, Shine John, Love, yeah, all of them. All of them. We talking about all of them. His different eras, all of this. Cause
All
you
his
know what I'm
aliens.
saying? Because yeah, I think that is so crazy, but it's really, really insane to me, child. I think that I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let me ask you another question. So, do you think that the lawyers that P Diddy have are good lawyers for him, or do you think that he could have went with someone better?
Hold on for a second. I got a call coming in. Hopefully, don't cut me off.
Okay. Hey, what's going on, BFF? How you doing? What's goody sis? What's goody chat? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? But how do y'all feel, y'all in the chat? How do y'all feel about this case if y'all been keeping up with it? Because I don't know. They saying that I said me, my opinion, I said that I think that Diddy may or may not go to jail. He's done. I think that Diddy may or may not go to jail. And I only say may or may not because I believe, I'm not exactly sure. I can't remember. I looked it up before, but I think it was probably two or three things. They said that he was getting charged for. I think it was the drug trafficking, the sex trafficking, and probably something else, but I'm not too sure exactly what it was. I forgot. But I think that first off, they said that the president said that if Diddy was to go to jail, that he would pardon him. That's for one. They said that if he went away, maybe she'll come back. They said that the president said that he would pardon Diddy if he goes to jail. And I honestly do feel like that's because he's on what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein's list of people of whatever happened or whatever. I'll hope he goes to prison for life. I don't think he'll go to prison for life. I agree with you, but I don't think that he'll go to prison for life, to be honest with you. I understand that this can easily be something that like is on the same parallel line as R. Kelly in a way, but I don't think that he'll go to jail for life because he has way more P. Diddy has way more connections. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if they can pull off some real star power, but even still, I don't know. And Trump said that is and Trump saying that is effed up. Yeah. Hey, Albany Alpha. What? Not you up in my live. That is so crazy. It's so hard to tell what will happen. Yes, that is so crazy. Hey girl. Yeah, honestly, I agree. And I feel like that's why the prosecute is saying the things that they are saying. Because honestly, look at it. Everything that the prosecute has been saying has nothing to do really necessarily with the whole everything that they're trying to do. Yes, they are saying what they're saying, but most of the time he's getting these other people to do it. He's getting these other girls to do it and all type of stuff. And yes, they're saying that they're doing it for him. He's the one that said it or whatever. He's the one that's commanding it. But to be honest, I think the prosecute knows they're not really going to be able to do much with him. I honestly think that what they are trying to do is assassinate his character so that when he does get out, nobody will really want to deal with him. And that's basically all they've been doing. Like, look at all the things that they've been talking about. All the things that they really been putting out has everything to do with his bedroom. Them rubbing like nut on his nipples. Him like taking like telling her to take that. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. Everything that they've been talking about has to do with his bedroom. It doesn't really have to do with anything illegal. And honestly, being a freak isn't illegal. You know what I'm saying? There's all type of different freaks. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that they'll really be able to do much. So I feel like what they're trying to do, which is probably the only thing that they can do, is assassinate his character so that when he does get out, he won't be able to mush with the companies that he was mushing with before, or he won't be able to like be sponsored by certain people because they don't want to be affiliated with him. And that's again going to cut his money in a way. But they're not going to be able to take everything from him because he still has Delion. He still has Sirac. He still has all these other things. And he has other things that we probably don't even know about in his bag that he is a part of or whatever, unless they cut him off too. Like I know that what was it that he was doing? I know that he had to step down from that thing that what's her name? Young Miami was on. What's that? Um platform called? I forgot what that platform called. The one that she had her show on. Reach Please. I forgot what that was. But hey, what's going on, Judy? Yeah, Revolt. He had to step down from them and all type of shit. Sex isn't illegal, but when you force someone through blackmail, threats, extortion, that's a crime. Yeah, that is a crime. But honestly, he didn't necessarily force people through. Like look at what's her name? Jane Doe. She wasn't forced. Hey Chip. She wasn't forced to do anything. He was paying her rent. And in return, even though she didn't like that, but that's literally what it was. He was paying her rent and in return, he had to do these obligations. He had to that's pretty they was doing a trade. You pay my rent and I'll do this. She didn't want to do that. She wanted to be with him, but that's technically what it was that she was doing. Now, when it comes to Cassie, you can kind of say that about Cassie. You know what I'm saying? But Cassie isn't really the one that filed a lawsuit against him. Yes, she did, and she got paid for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she wasn't doing it anymore. But when she came up on trial, she was a witness. That's what she was on trial for. So I don't really know. I don't really know what they're going to be able to do for real. I feel like the jury I feel like the jury first off, the jury has mainly men. There's mainly men, and I think mainly black men, if I'm not mistaken, that's in the jury. And I feel like they did it that way on purpose because more women are gonna feel more sensitive to the conversation and everything that all the females have been going through, and some of them may even be able to relate. But there's more men on the jury, and I feel like they did it like that purposely. But child is crazy. Let me see. In January 2024, following legal disputes, Combs sold his 50% share to. Oh, really? I'm not surprised. But even if he sold it, he still made money off of it. So that money is sitting somewhere. He used financial powers to force her to do something she didn't want to do. By law, that's a crime. Personally, it's effed up, but you can say no. Personally, to me, it's effed up too. But to be honest, I wouldn't say that he forced her to literally do it because honestly, she had the ability to say no, and I'm not going to hold you on that. She was able to say no. The thing about it was that she wasn't going to get her rent paid, and that's what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? She even went and got an OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? She went and got an OnlyFans, and she was doing what were they calling it? There was like some nudity, not really a whole lot of nudity, but some nudity. And some nudity means like I'll be in like a swimsuit and I'll be like, you might see a nipple, might not. That's pretty much what they were saying. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you're gonna tell me that you feel like you're being forced into all of this stuff, but then you're gonna go and make an OnlyFans so you can make money, Nah. She wasn't being forced. She just didn't want to do it as much. But I'm sure that if she knew she can only do it probably once a month, if she was doing it once a month, and I'm talking about Jane Doe here, if she was doing it once a month and not as often as she was doing it, I guarantee you she probably would have done it. I guarantee that, and I'm not even playing when I say that. I guarantee that. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. If it wasn't as much as she wanted to, especially if she was able to get the layup time and the little vacations that she was able to do what she wanted to do with Diddy, that he wasn't. If Diddy was giving her the shine that she wanted to be like his main chick. That's what she wanted. If she was actually getting all of that, she would have most definitely been doing these freak offs. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, Jane Doe, not Cassie, but Jane Doe. She most definitely would have been doing it. I ain't gonna hold you. Who put Yo, Chip, are you serious saying free Diddy Child? Let me see. He was also just a brand ambassador for Ciroc. He doesn't own it. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, he definitely probably got cut off for that if he was the brand ambassador child. What do you think the verdict will be? Ooh, what do I think the verdict will be? Well, from the people in the jury, I think the verdict will be guilty. I think the verdict will be guilty. But why does it matter if the president said that he will possibly pardon Diddy? I don't really think that it will matter if he's guilty or not, if he can get pardoned. You know what I'm saying? What was the race and gender of the jury that was removed? Oh, I don't remember. I think it was a woman, and I think she might have been black. I think what happened was she ended up saying, I forgot what happened exactly, but I think it was a woman. I think she was black. I don't remember exactly what she said. I forgot what she said. But yeah, you saying what a day, free Diddy Chow. IDK, based on some of these testimonies, is given these women had a choice to walk away. Exactly. That's what I was saying, Corey. I hate to sound like a man, but it sounds like they had a choice. I honestly do believe they had a choice. I feel like the only person that kind of seemed like they didn't really have a choice like that was Cassie. And that's because when she did actually try to leave, he would like literally get his security to go and find her. He would literally go and find her type thing. Because Cassie actually had a voice on her. She was able to do multiple things. And she was really, really pretty. So I really feel like she could have really gotten with anybody. But honestly, Cassie, even before she was with Diddy, she was living in New York at what, 18, 19, in a like a some luxury penthouse that some man was paying for. I don't know. I'm not trying to put anything out there, but child, it seemed like she was already kind of feeling that type of way before she even met Diddy. It just added on. They haven't proven him as forcefully or holding them hostage. Exactly. Especially Jane Doe. You know what I'm saying? Jane Doe, nah. Jane Doe, nah. J-Lo wanted her rent paid. She got Diddy to get her the apartment that she's in, or whatever house or whatever it was that she was in, and it's $10,000, and he's paying that thing, and he's still paying that thing, and all she had to do was do these freak offs, and she was literally doing it and was kind of fine. She didn't really like it all the time because they would go for hours and hours. But if they wasn't going for hours and hours, you know what I'm saying, and if she was actually getting some personal time with him and felt like she was a little bit more of his lady versus being a side chick, she would have most definitely kept on doing what she was doing. She would have kept on, kept on. I believe that. I ain't playing with you. The only person that I would say that has some type of proof is the assistant. The assistant, yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I would kind of say that too. But I don't know about the whole RAPE part. I don't necessarily know if that really happened or not. But at the same time, the only reason why I don't think it really happened like that is because I feel like she wanted it. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel like she wanted it. She wanted him to you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she most definitely did, because she got scared when Diddy said, "Oh, I'm gonna tell Cassie about it," because she became friends with Cassie. When Diddy ended up using that as a way to wave it over her head so that she would be in his control or whatever, she started saying like she didn't want Cassie to know about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy to me. Unfortunately, the charges that he had on trial for huh, unfortunately the charges that he had on trial for require him to have co-defendants, no co-defendants. You must acquit. Mm. I've been in abusive relationships, not rich. I walked away. What is wrong with, hold on. I walked away. What is wrong with these such sorry? I feel like anybody can walk away. I feel like anybody can leave from whatever they're in. And I feel like there's a lot of red flags all over the place and you're able to see it. But people like money and the money is what's keeping them there. So they can't really say that they was forced into doing things when they know that they was doing it because they wanted either the luxury lifestyle, they wanted to be taken certain places, they wanted to be around certain people, and they wanted to be able to, all of the things for real. She's messed up. Just let him be. He still abused his power with his what is it? Enormous wealth and whatever he did to people like Beaver, for example, is messed up. I think he will be found guilty and get life. I think that he'll be found guilty and he can possibly get life as well. But like I said, the president was saying that if he goes to jail, he'll pardon him, which is wild to me. Hey, Bestie ST, what's going on? The older sister stated his security held her hostage for hours and made him take a lie detector test. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about too. They made her take a lie detector test because they said that she possibly stole the jury that went missing out of nowhere. And then when she was allowed back to work, they was acting like nothing happened. She said that nobody ever said anything about the jury after that, which I thought was really, really wild too. Chip sound like my husband. Let me see. Rich hoes couldn't walk away, but poor Bambi can. Makes no sense. Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying, Bambi? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't believe that he will be pardoned. 50 no, 47. Oh, 50 knows 47 and won't allow it to happen. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't really think that he will either, but honestly, I wouldn't if it actually did happen, I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be surprised. Judy, then you call the cops and get them to arrest. Oh, and get them arrested. That's what I would have done. F fear. Yeah, F fear for real. I ain't no snitch, but nah, you ain't holding me hostage without consequences. I feel you. I'm back. Sorry. Fee, if you want to come back on here, you can. Oh, maybe I need to make a new thing or something. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me see. And she was already getting 7K a month in child support. Exactly. But she wanted to continue living that type of lifestyle. Once you get used to a certain lifestyle, it's kind of hard for you to back out of it and start living something else. Once you get used to something, it's hard for you to not continue on with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like legal prostitution. Exactly. Exactly, Bambi. Yeah. The assistant came back. She was down too. Yeah. The assist exactly. You see what I'm saying? The assistant was able to leave and then she was begging for her job back. Even the other lady, the one that they have to do a lie detector on, she even wanted her job back after she had left. Tiff is true. You can you can't prive or approve trafficking without other people being involved. Where is Diddy's CI defenses? Child. Bambi, I get you. Intimidation, money, and fear of embarrassment for other victims covered this up for many of years, I believe, but I ain't following it as closely as others. Jay giving me the tea update. Okay, period. Like when I tell you I have been following this case since day one, I'm not even playing, y'all. Chip, I heard they are being tired or tried separately. I heard they are being tried separately. Or like they being what's the word? I think I know what you're talking about though. I guess I have a strong will. Must be the Italian in me. I believe that it is Bambi, but honestly, I feel like it's a lot of people. But I feel like some people, when it comes to the money, like I was saying, they get stuck. They get stuck like Chuck, and they just want to continue living that lifestyle. And they don't want to give up on that lifestyle. That lifestyle be calling their name, and they know what's going on. So let me see. If they are, you still have to name them. Ain't no such things as co or what confidential co-defendant. I feel bad for the girls, but they had choices. They did have choices. Everybody has a choice. Except for the people that get like kidnapped or something, and nobody in this case was actually kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? The one girl that was the assistant at first that turned into some type of manager or whatever, at one point she was kidnapped, but that was when they did the whole tested her for the lie detective test thing, and then she went back to work. She could have quit if she wanted to. He is not he is not on trial for abuse behavior. Exactly, he's not. He's on trial for sex trafficking and what? Oh, racketeering. Where is the accounts? Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah. Hey, he a freak, yes, but not on trial for being a freak. Exactly. That's what I was saying too. He ruined baby oil for all. Bambi, please, girl, please. He had to go to jail just for that. That is so funny. Bambi, no one can look at that stuff ever again the same. Child, every time I see baby oil, I'm gonna be like, more oil as I'm lotioning my skin. Like, yeah, Jane got what she deserved. In my opinion, she backdoored her friend. Exactly. Yeah. To talk to Diddy. And that's facts. And she did, which is insane to me. And now, yeah, that's crazy, child. Crazy. Y'all still using baby oil? I'm using baby oil. Well, honestly, I haven't used baby oil in a long time, but if I was to get baby oil, I would still use baby oil. To be honest, if anything, I would just mix it with my Vaseline and I would use it like that. That's exactly how I would use it. If I was Johnson and Johnson, I'd be pissed. Child. Shoot. You know what? They probably hate attack. They probably giving Johnson and Johnson some new clientels, people that haven't used them before. They're probably using it to see what it feel like. They probably using it and they heating it up like Diddy did, and they using it because even our mom was saying, "I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that." And I know a lot of people gonna try that. Hey, Faith. Let me see. Hey, Boo. At work, showing love. At work, see y'all tonight. Okay. What's happening tonight? Co-defendants of Diddy. I heard they are being tried separately, and some already had theirs. I've heard. Oh, okay. But don't quote me. Okay. Who is Jane? Someone in the chat? No. So Jane Doe is someone that's taking a stand. She's using the name as Jane Doe because she does not want to give her identity. But because of the way her testimony has went from the very beginning, most people have already figured out who she is. And child, it was kind of very obvious if you kind of follow the celebrity world and stuff like that and kind of know what be going on. Just to quote her, she said that Diddy and her baby daddy don't get along. So if you know what's up with Diddy and you know what's up with her baby daddy and you know they don't get along, you know who she is. So, but don't quote me. Who is Jane? Hey Jay. Hey Faith. Hey everyone. Baby, you funny as hell. Child, baby is hilarious, child. Every time I hear oh, I think of Diddy goofy self. Yeah. Thanks, Diddy. Yeah. Okay. Chip and Oprah. Judy, yeah. With all the lawsuits against Johnson and Johnson. What lawsuits against Johnson and Johnson? Oh yeah, with all the lawsuits against Johnson and Johnson and the baby power, I was wondering what was keeping them in business. Diddy? Yes, you're so funny, Tim. Hex nah, that is hilarious. You should hear me live. I need to hear you live. When you go live next time, you need to tag me in it so I can see it. Because I don't be getting your notifications, even though my notifications are turned on for you. Faith, I'm back to break up. Hold on, Faith, I'm about to break up with Oprah. My other bookie's looking right. Child, ex girlfriend. Jane is, ooh, child. She's like, I'll tell you. Yeah. Lisa Jones. Ooh, child. Hold on, is that the name, child? Oh, sure. Okay. Up until he was arrested, I guess. Yeah. Oh, it's an ex then. Yeah. Who? She like, who? Chip, who is the other Bookie? Exactly. You need to let us know who this other Bookie is, child. Who the Bookie? Ghostbusters in orange is the blue black on. Oh, it's the new black. OMG, she's so hot. Ghostbusters in orange. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I gotta wait for hello. Oh, to give. Oh, okay, okay. Who do you think it is, Jade? Oh, so if you don't know who it is, they said it in the chat. So just go back up in the chat and you'll see it. It was Elena that said it. But yeah, 50 Cent, baby mama. That's crazy. That is real crazy, child. I ain't gonna hold you. They made that very, very obvious, child. I just think that is so crazy. They so pretty much the defense is trying to say that because when Cassie got, because y'all know that Jane Doe had been messing with Diddy since right before he got locked up. So even in 2024, he was still doing freak offs. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing it in New York when he had to go and be in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to be closer to everyone. He was still doing freak offs in 2024, which was just months ago. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing it with Jane Doe. So Jane Doe said the last times that she had freak offs was May of 2024. I think July of 2024. And I'm not sure. I think she may have even said August of 2024, but I'm not certain for sure. But I think so. So basically, y'all, they was trying to say that Jane Doe saw the Cassie lawsuit, and when she read the lawsuit, she was like surprised that everything that was happening to Cassie was happening to her because she didn't know about any of that. Speaking of defense, I'm still mad at YSL Brian Steele for taking this case. Oh, child. Bambi Elena said the name already. Yeah, she did. I'm calling the Georgia bar. LOL. Child. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm curious about the thought process. Hold on, wait. I'm curious about the thought process. Was that got him to? Huh? I'm curious about the thought process. Was that what got him to the very first week off? Oh, I know, right? I mean, honestly, who really knows when the very first freak off was? The very first freak off that we heard that he did was when he got with Cassie. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he had freak offs before Cassie. It just never was said. I feel like he most definitely did. Hmm. Because they used to have these parties. Y'all remember there was a video that was out and Kevin Hart was in it, and I think Trey Songz was in it, and all these other people were in it, but they recorded it and they try to make it seem like this funny thing. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of other people that was in it or whatnot. Sorry, didn't mean to add was. Oh, you're fine, love. It's wild. I want you to sleep with girl in front of me is crazy. I want you to sleep with the girl in front of me. It's crazy. Child be on crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Mm-mm-mm. I forgot the name though. Um, Faith had a monitor. Hmm? Faith had a mentor. It's some old music industry dude that was he was invited with. Oh, that's crazy. That's real crazy. Yeah, I want you to sleep with the girl that's in front of me is absolutely insane. But honestly, the way that he had Cassie, honey, the way that he had Cassie, I think is the craziest of all. Because Cassie was like a robot. Jane Doe wasn't like a robot. She just needed her bills paid. That's all that was. Cassie was like a robot to him. And because he would beat her when she would say something. Like, y'all, like, I ain't gonna hold you. I feel bad for everything that happened with Cassie. Yes, she she had it bad. I ain't gonna hold you. But this Jane Doe did not have it like that. And when she, okay, so let me get back to what I was saying. When she seen the whole Cassie lawsuit, she wanted to be able to get that type of money too. Because at the end of the day, that's all she really wanted to be able to do. She wanted to be able to make some money. And that's why I said after her and Diddy had broke up, they broke up for a little bit. And she started doing what's it called again? OnlyFans. She started doing OnlyFans. Oh my God, Tiff, you're so amazing. Thank you so much, love. She started doing OnlyFans. And that kind of shows you right there that she's down to do certain things like that for money. Which is why I said I'm not all that. I'm not sad for Jane Doe. Jane Doe did exactly what she wanted to do. Tiff, I appreciate you so much. That is so dope of you, hon. I really, really appreciate that. Being freaky enough to be so dehydrated and need IV shaking my yes. Oh my God. The fact that he actually had places to go to actually get the drips in, that's insane. I ain't gonna hold you. That is insane. That's insane, child. Cassie ain't innocent. She set most of the freak offs. Oh, she set up most of the fake offs, even when Diddy wasn't there. Yeah, that's so true though. She definitely did that. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you, Jay. I appreciate you, love. You are so sweet. The PDB podcast spoke about this old dude who was being in the music industry that is rumored to have slept with him. LOL. Hollywood is full of messed up freaks. This dude ain't the only one who did freaky stuff. Yeah, he's not. He's not. He's most definitely not. And that's the whole reason why I said if he was to go to jail, the president already said that he would pardon him, and I believe the reason why he would pardon him is because his name, the president's name, also is on Jeffrey Epstein, however you say his name's list of people that had done all type of different things. Child, some of these men were not worth $5,000. These men are the ones that are winning for real, just like how Armand said. These men are the ones that's winning for real because they're not. They're literally getting paid to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? The only thing about it is that well, I don't even know. I don't even know if I can really say that they're catching things because they're probably the one that's putting it out there because they're probably not only like dealing with these people. They probably when they not like dealing with Diddy and all of them, they probably have other people on the side that they're dealing with too. You know what I'm saying? They probably getting called by all these people. These people getting called off of cowboys and angels. Yo, it's insane. Most of these people that are getting called these workers, you know what I'm saying? Most of them are on P Hub. Most of them are on P Hub, child. Y'all can literally go and like see their whole manhood. And these mugs is thicker than a snicker. I ain't gonna hold you. They thicker than a snicker. I see why they keep calling them back. And it's funny to me because when Diddy said he like it raw and he wants to be able to see it go in and out, you know what I'm saying? He would get mad when Jane Doe would ask for a condom because he wants to see it. And it's funny, whenever they would be done, that he would go and he would play in, like Armand said, the remainings, the finishings. He would go and he'll play in the finishings and he'll do it with you. And he will have fun playing in the finishings. Ew. It makes it seem like he want to probably like blow bubbles with the finishings. Yuck. You know what I'm saying? He want to like spread it. He wants to have what are those things called? The fish have on their hands, the things that the web things in between their fingers. Did he probably would like rub his hand on the girl's stomach and probably go like this? He'll probably blow bubbles maybe. Yo, crazy. Jay like the thicker than a Snicker. She's like, Judy, Judy, child. I ain't gonna hold you. Thicker than a snicker. Yes, they was, honey. Yes, they was. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Crazy though. Like these people don't get stressed out. You don't get stressed out. You know what had me really sad for Cassie? I ain't gonna hold you. When Cassie said that she had to lay down her vocals for her music and stuff, but she couldn't lay down her vocals because all inside her mouth was sores. And so she couldn't sing properly because she had sores all inside her mouth from giving so much from all these different men. Insane. I ain't gonna hold you. Absolutely insane. That's crazy to me. It's insane to me. I don't think anybody should be able to have that many in their mouth in such a short amount of period of time. Like, how do you allow yourself to continue on with something like that for so long? And all these different people, and then these different people are workers, so they go to different people to work too. They just also work with you. So just imagine, what if they left somewhere? Like the one guy, so Jane Doe said that she had did a freak off and she was gonna do it with this guy and that he smelled. What if he just got done like doing the do with another girl and then he came straight there, didn't shower or nothing, and that's why he smelled? What if that was the reason why? So she had to, and she was someone else's punani all up in her mouth. And these people are just like spreading all of these different things amongst each other. Insane. Insane. I ain't gonna hold you. Insane. Cassie is now like throwing a little sausage, huh? Cassie is now like throwing a little sausage, thrown down a hallway. She's been ran through so many times. Yes, ran through so many times. Cassie was basically a porter potty. Allegedly. Yeah, they said that. They said that. She literally testified against that. She, not against that. She literally testified and said that from her mouth. She said that she took so many pills and she passed out. She kind of passed out in a way, and she laid on the floor. She laid on her back on the floor and her mouth was open. And the worker guy and Diddy both like pulled their out and was pissing in her mouth. The both of them. The two grown big old men pulled out they they flopper copper and peed in her mouth. You know how much, child? Do you know how long you pee for? That's a lot of pee. When I used to bath, like just imagine if you was to pee and you wouldn't, if you peed, it would be more than this. It would be more than this. When you pee regularly, it'll probably be like maybe this much. Nah, that might be too much. Nah, it probably might not be too much, child. When you pee a full pee, it'll probably be like this much. Like it'll probably fill up this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Right here. Fill up this whole thing. So imagine two of it. So it'll be like this. All this piss was in her mouth to the point that she was choking because I know she had to, sorry to say this, but I know she eventually had to swallow because she didn't really get up. She was just coughing, laying there, coughing, and it was just like splurting out and she was coughing. So I know she had to swallow. That's fucking nasty. That's so nasty, child. Two different men. Two different men. Grown men. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that bugged y'all. But it's true. And it happened. In a hot too yuck. Young Miami. Girl. Young Miami confessed on her own show that she likes to take showers. How you call it? How you call it? Some type of showers? Something showers. Yeah, she likes it. She likes it and it makes sense. And especially she said it at the time when she was with Diddy. She likes it. She thinks that it's fun and interesting. I wonder if she would probably be on her knees and just like, just like, yeah, golden showers. Yeah, golden showers. Yeah. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm gonna have to probably put a big warning sign on this live for like the thumbnail. I'm gonna have to probably put this conversation is about Diddy. If you do not want to hear the whatever, do not click here. I'm gonna probably have to put that because I don't want to discuss nobody and I need them to know what they getting into before they get into a child. What do y'all think I should name this live? It's definitely gonna say at the end of it, it's gonna say do not click here. I'm gonna probably have a whole bunch of like exclamation marks as the picture or something. Crazy. And I thought that Bonnie Blue chick was nasty. This next level. I don't know who Bonnie Blue is. Who is that? What's up with Bonnie Blue Judy? Drop the T. Don't she be on Tasha K live? What? Oh, Judy, you better drop that T, girl. Huh? What? I wonder who this is. Now I have to go and find out for real. That's insane to me. This and can you imagine? I think this is only the third week of the trial so far, if I'm not mistaken. This is only the third week, and there's supposed to be a total of like 8 weeks. So there's probably 5 more weeks to go. It could have has it been a month yet? I don't think it's been a month yet. I don't think it's been a month yet. I think it's been like 3 weeks. I think it's about to be a month, probably. But I think we're in the third week right now, if I'm not mistaken. And so if this is the third week, there's 5 more weeks of this because the trial is 8 weeks long. Can you believe that? There's so much information and there's so many more people that are supposed to be coming. Call it rated real XXX. Listen at your own risk. Oh, yeah. But I want to say something about Diddy too, so they know that we're talking about Diddy. So they could be like, oh, they're talking about Diddy. Let me get up in there. Let me see. I'll probably say deep discussion, deep Diddy discussion. Ooh, DDD. DDD. They like the triple D's over there anyway. DDD. So yeah, it would be deep Diddy discussion. Real XXX. Rated real XXX. Listen to, okay, I'm gonna put that at the end. Let me screenshot this. I'm gonna put deep Diddy discussion, then I'm gonna put that at the end. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Grown talk with a Diddy twist. Oh, child. I like that too. Grown talk with a deep Diddy twist. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Grown talk with a Diddy twist. Well, I don't know. If I was to do that, I'll put grown talks about Diddy with a I don't know. Chip over there talking about that. Child, it is what it is, honey. We ain't the ones that brought this together. He brought this. They brought this out. I think it's so insane. Um, my lip gloss got all extra dry. Talking all much stuff. They said you talking too much, girl. Be quiet. Mm-mm-mm. It felt like that PDD podcast also. Yeah, child is so crazy. I ain't even gonna hold you. I gained 47 subs off one short. Really? That's insane. 47 subs off one short. I think actually I saw that you made a post about that. You said that you got like I don't know, it was like a massive amount of views. I don't know. I think it was like 50,000. I don't know. Maybe I'm pushing it. But I think you said something like 50,000 views on something. I don't know. It's still going. I believe it's still going. Girl, I need to go look at that short and see what you did. We all need tips up in here, girl. I'm at 37 subs tips with no content so far. With no content, that's impressive. That's impressive. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, that's impressive for sure. I am up. What? I am up to 250,000 views in 24 hours? What? What the heck kind of short did you post, girl? Dang. Tiff, why is my hotspot not on? Because I would definitely go and watch this right now so I can see what the heck you did. I'm trying to find out. That's a big congrats. Let me go and see what that is. When I go and I see that short, I'm gonna definitely share it for you, girl, so you can continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you did a short on Kevin Hart. I believe that would definitely take off. That would definitely take off. That is so crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go and share that. That's for sure. But yes, y'all, let me come and get up off of here because I've been on here for a little good minute. I'm glad that we had some fun and we was able to do some talking. Hey, Andrew, you came right at the end. You came right at the end, child. The beats. Oh, from the BT Awards. You know he is so funny. I wonder if it had anything to do with that tall model that stood next to him. Everybody was looking around like, what? You know what I'm saying? That is so funny. But yeah, y'all. So I'm about to do a live with Jared, I believe. And yeah, so he just sent me the link. It starts at 5 p.m. and it's on his channel. So if you're not subscribed to him, um, I mean, I suppose I can probably make a post about it on my community tab. So y'all be able to come over. Yeah, I'll probably do something like that. I'll probably make a post about it so y'all can come over and check it out because it's going to start in 24 minutes on his channel. And we are going to see what he's going to be talking about because I have no clue. He's interviewing me for a change. I'm usually the interviewee and I'm interviewing someone else, but we're going to see what's going to happen. I don't know, but I'm excited. So, yeah. Yeah. And Tiff, I would absolutely love to have you on 20 Questions with Jay. I really, really hope that you would like to be on there. And I hope that you've seen some, well, you have seen some of my 20 Questions with Jay. Because child, you know how I get down, child. But we be having fun though. We be having fun. And Faith, I need to have you on 20 Questions with Jay, girl. I'm trying to get in my last little bit of 20 Questions with Jay before I like close it out because once I close it out, I'm gonna reopen it again, but it's gonna be a little bit later because I'm about to start doing the re-up. And when I do the re-up, I'm not gonna be taking any 20 questions with Jay because I want people to understand that you need to actually go through 20 questions with Jay before you do the re-up. And the re-up is gonna be so much fun. I'm so excited for it. But yes, so Tiff, I definitely want to interview you. And Faith, I definitely want to interview you. I'm super, super excited about it. But yes, thank you all so much for coming into this live and vibing with me today. This video is my day 33 video. Yesterday, I did a live, and that was for my day 32. And I'm going to post a vlog later on today, and that is going to be my day 34. So this live that I'm doing is going to represent my video for yesterday. And I had explained all of that in my live that I did. Was it yesterday? I believe. Yeah, yesterday or the day before, or something like that. But yes, this community definitely rocks. I'm so happy that you're here, Judy. Thank you so much for all of your support. And thank you so much, Tiff, for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. It really means a lot because you didn't have to do it, but you did. And I appreciate you, hun. Thank you all for coming in. Faith, Chip, everybody. Bambi, if she's still here. Andrew, thank you for coming through, love. I appreciate you. Everybody that's listening in the background, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. If you're able to make the interview that I'm about to do with Jeffrey, I hope I'm. Is it Jeffrey or Jared? My bad. I know you probably gonna see this live like you don't even know my name. I'm sorry, huh? But I'm about to do an interview with you, and we're gonna have a good time. But yeah, y'all. I will see y'all later. Bye.